With Dead Rose releasing new updates recently,
and a new update coming on April 18th.
Dead Rose has evolved so much ever since its existence, with more ideas come along the way. With new updates usually come with new challenges and new building, ranging from the houses to banks. The rewards from raiding from these buildings can be varied. You can have the worst loot or the best loot. It all really depends. That's why in this video, I'll be giving each location its tier rating to see which one is the best place to raid at. The two criteria I'll be judging is loot and the challenges they oppose. Let's get started. If you guys think this video is great, can you please just like the video? I really appreciate it. The first thing in our list is abandoned buildings. Abandoned buildings can range from general stores or gunsmith, and sometimes they will give you good loot depending on what you raid for. For example, if I raid for a gunsmith, I most likely will have a gun like out of nowhere for me to pocket, and it will be a good start. But most of the time, you're gonna have like junk to use as like kind of fuel or just $5, something like that. I don't recommend raiding these buildings on the long term because as you get stronger, you don't really necessarily need to. The only time I would say you need to if it's like a gunsmith or a medic place so you can get bandages or snake oil. The challenges they oppose is not really that intense. You may account for like a few zombie or even a few bandits, but most of the time it should be easy to raid. So I'll be giving it as a D tier, nothing too exciting and nothing too challenging. You're not really offered really good loot depending on what building you're raiding for, but most of the time it's very little. The next location is Abandoned Town. The Abandoned Town offers a lot of benefits. The reason why I said this because it has a lot of loot and higher chances of valuable loot, like for example gold and gun. The valuable loot that you should be looking for is mainly like the holy water and the cross, because you mainly need those for like the bastion or wait what? You mainly need the holy water and the cross for like the hardest location, for example like the castle, because that's really hard to raid. The challenges in the abandoned town offers is that there are a lot of zombies, definitely, and if they kept the zombie varieties then it would be much more harder, but they got rid of it for some reason. And two, you're gonna be staying at the town for a long time, so eventually the moons will set up, either a vampire moon or a wolf moon. Either one of those things will be deadly for you, so you better come prepared. I'll be giving this a tier B because I feel like there should be some improvements if they kept the zombies, but at the same time, it's great at what it is, so I'll give it B tier as more appropriate. The next location is Outlaw's Camp. Nothing too exciting going on here, it's literally just an Outlaw's Camp. I mean, there are some good resources, you most likely will encounter more guns, or even golden plates or golden statues. It's kind of worth it to raid because you get all those things and sell them. I really don't really recommend so because you're not really getting anything much out of it. All you're really getting is those. And the challenge it poses is just 2 to 6-3 cowboys. It does pose kind of much of a challenge, but if you're far away and you have a gun, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So I'll be giving this a C tier. Like I said, it's kind of worth it if you just have no guns or have like a revolver, then you try to get like a rifle. But at the end of the day, if you have all those things, then you shouldn't really need to raid it. The next location is called the Tesla Lab. The Tesla Lab offers some minimal resources like gold bars and silver bars, but nothing too much. But the main part is that they offer the Tesla gun. So if you kill many of the scientists and revive the boss, you get the Tesla gun. I think this is a very good balance because you are getting your most powerful weapons because they don't want to overpower you with resources. If you're just coming there for a gun, so there's nothing too problematic with that. Challenge it offers is really unique because one of the two things will happen, that many zombie scientists will appear out of nowhere and start coming at you, so you gotta be prepared. But when you revive the boss and reach the end, you have to go against him and he's really hard to kill, so be prepared for that. So I'll be giving this a tier B because you're getting a lot from it or getting something to compensate it for your time when killing the horde, which is the electric shotgun. And you end up going against the boss at the end, so that should pose enough a challenge for you, so there shouldn't be much complaint. The next location is called Fort Constitution. Fort Constitution has very basic loot, which is just guns and bandages, so I don't really see the need to raid it unless you're trying to kill the captain or you don't have weapons that you need, which you should have by now. The only unique part that it offers is the cannon, but at the same time the cannon's not that strong, it's not that useful unless you're trying to go against the boss, but other than that, I don't see the reason why the cannon is very that useful. The challenge that the location offers is a bunch of zombies with military equipped gear and shooting at you, but at the same time, they're really easy to counter. And the only challenging part is that if you take the cannon, There are zombies with horses will spawn out of nowhere, so it kind of does catch you off surprise. You gotta be prepared for that. I know I keep saying that, but whatevs. So I'll give this location a D tier, solely because it's not that unique. It's just very boring in general. I don't think the cannon is worth it, and I don't think the loot is worth it unless you want to sell them, but you're gonna get nothing out of it. So the next location is the castle. Now I really love the castle. The castle offers a lot of rewards, which is gold and silver bars, a golden statue, and more weapons, and best of all, a vampire knife that will heal you upon like each per hit. If you were to raid this place, you get a lot of money out of it. Essentially, you get enough money to buy anything you want from the general store, or from the armory, or wherever you want. But in order to get all this rewards, you're gonna have to fight against a but in order to get all the rewards, you have to fight against a bunch of wolves and vampires, and it would usually take a day, and it's extremely risky, but that's what I love about it. So I'll be giving this a tier A because I really love the creativity and it offers a challenge. That's what I love about it. And finally, the last location, the cave. The cave offers a unique set of rewards with a unique set of challenges to complete. I say this because the cave offers two weapons that can really help you win the game. The Jade Sword and the Jade Mask. The Jade Sword, upon using it against an enemy, have a 50% chance to reanimate the dead, and the Jade Mask will reanimate the dead 100%. These revived monsters can help you fight the zombies and other creatures that may harm you, so you don't have to worry about being by yourself essentially. The unique part that the challenge itself is a bit hard and very complex to understand. In order to obtain the Jade Mask, you would have to kill off many hordes of zombies and skeletons and blow up a wooden wall. And upon reaching the mask and obtaining it, you have to fight off 3 werewolves who will be pain in the ass. And in order to obtain the Jade Sword, you have to collect 4 tablets. And it's kind of difficult because in order to get the last tablet, you have to blow up the wooden wall. And it's up to you if you want to get the Jade Mask or not. And because of the unique challenges and unique rewards, I'm giving this an S tier because I see no flaw into it. It's perfectly balanced. And it's a bit more fun if you complete it and do it with your friends. Alright, that's the end of the video finally. Got all the location and explain each one and give my opinion on them. I really like Devros and the community behind it, and including the developers who are working like daytime, overtime to make the game even better, a better experience for all of us. I even saw the game have 1 million active players, which is a very rare sight for any Roblox game. Even Fish didn't reach that amount of players. So yeah, I see this game have very good potential and I'm very excited for the next update for tomorrow. Before this video ends, are you currently thinking about starting a Roblox channel and need help making thumbnails? Well, I might be the right guy because I recently started a Fiverr gig. As part of this gig, I'm willing to make thumbnails for at least a cheap price for new and upcoming Roblox YouTubers who just want to have a fresh start. For my servers, the link will be down below in the comment section. Alright, that'll be it for the video. Goodbye.